Today is the end of our third day in London, and this is our bedtime chat that we're having this with you for the third time.
So hopefully you're enjoying.
Yeah, I hope you enjoy
Even
these.
if you don't, you're stuck with them because this is how we did it.
Yeah, this is how we do the videos. So today we had actually planned to go somewhere else today, but when we got up, I told Kevin, I said, it looks awfully overcast outside. And Kevin looked out and he said, yeah, it's been raining. And he looked at the forecast and it was like...
It was like green all over.
On the map,
it
which
was just
signifies rain. And so Kevin said there's like a 60% chance of rain. And so we had not set anything in stone, fortunately. So I said, well, let's do something else that we were going to do. Let's do something where we were going to do more indoor activities today, and we'll do that other stuff on another day. So that's what we did. The only day that is set in stone on this trip is tomorrow, which is Saturday. That is the only day where they are having an event that we're going to, and it can't be changed. So if it rains, we're going anyway.
We'll be out there in our umbrellas.
We'll be out there with the umbrella. We had our umbrellas all day today. We brought 2 small umbrellas, and it worked out fine. You know, you might think that they might get in people's way or whatever, but most people do have umbrellas out there.
And you get some people that just aren't watching, and you have to kind of like raise your umbrella above their head.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah. But it wasn't like you might think, oh, that's one more thing to hold on to or something like that. Think about it. I'm vlogging. I'm holding my camera in one hand all day, and I've got the umbrella in the other, and it wasn't a hindrance to me. Mm-hmm. I didn't mind it at all. So it wasn't any big deal. And what Kevin did was, because we grocery shop just about every day that we're here, Kevin, we don't like to pay for bags, so Kevin carries some extra grocery bags folded up in his back pocket. Now, we don't carry the ones like the cloth bags, like you would have at home.
Because they're too bulky.
They're bulky. We have like the the forever bags from like Waitrose that we fold up, the plastic bags. So what he did was he had 2 of them in his back pocket. He took one of those bags and we put our wet umbrellas in one, and then he was able to carry the bag when we would go into places. And so that was really handy. Yeah. And then we got back, we threw the bag away. We won't use the bag again because it was wet. It's ruined, but that's okay.
Well, we've got like 3 other. It
was like 10p.
And we've got 3 more bags.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So where we went today, we ate breakfast in the room. I had bought some Mr. Kipling. I actually ate 2 different Mr. Kiplings. I'll show you because I've got them in front of me. I ate one of these cherry bakewells, one of those, and then I ate one of the Battenbergs, which I love. And then Kevin, you probably can't get to his, but Kevin
There's other stuff in the bag.
Mr. Kipling, the Bramley apple pie.
I only ate one of them.
He ate one. See, I was bad.
Well, I should have eaten something else too, because I got kind of...
He got hungry. He got hungry.
Icky feeling.
So I'd say tomorrow morning he'll eat 2 things instead of just one thing.
Yeah, I might get some.
You get like 6 in that. Oh, you can. Yeah, there's tons of things.
Plenty to eat.
There's Viennese whirls.
Oh yeah, that's probably what I'll eat.
Those Viennese whirls are awesome.
They're like just big cookies.
Yeah, so he'll probably eat a pie and a cookie.
Pie and cookie for breakfast.
Oh well. Well, I mean, they have a bakery across the street, so it's not like people don't eat sweet things here for breakfast.
Oh, yeah.
Every year when I make these videos, people are like, I would never eat sweets for breakfast, and the Brits don't do that. They do, because trust me, all of these places, these Cafe Nero and
they sell
Costa,
muffins and pastries, and
that's a sweet. That big old 400-calorie muffin, that is something sweet.
You may not eat Mr. Kipling's, but you're eating something similar.
It's the same thing. So yeah. So whatever.
I saw somebody walking around with a big 2 big dozen boxes of Krispy Kreme donuts. That you can't get much.
So they do eat them. So the people that watch me might not eat like that, but trust
Some
me,
people do.
your neighbors eat like that. They're just not telling you.
So
anyway, after we ate breakfast, we left and we went to the Royal Albert Hall because I wanted to have a tour. And the Royal Albert Hall, it's if you look it up, it's a circular building, and it's where they have a lot of events. We found out today that they have events there that I didn't even know about. I can always thought of it as like a music venue or a play venue, but it's also sports.
Yeah, they have sporting events. There can be anything, pretty much.
They do Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah.
They did Madame Butterfly. They've done, what was that they were doing? Tennis?
Yeah, they were playing tennis once.
It's
Basketball,
absolutely
yeah.
Basketball. Yes, they can use that building for a variety of.
And they said that they don't charge the ticket prices, which I thought was interesting. They don't set the ticket prices. It's people lease or rent the space.
Yes.
And they set the ticket prices.
So like when Adele goes there and Adele sings, Adele is setting the ticket price.
Right.
When Eric Clapton goes there and sings, Eric Clapton is setting the
Or his
ticket
people
price,
are.
not the Royal Albert Hall.
Right. So I think so she said this. So the ticket prices are vary greatly, depending on what people, how much they're going to charge. They could be, some people would be cheaper, some people are real expensive. It's just up to them. It's not up to the hall. So I thought that was pretty cool.
And I would have filmed. Trust me, I film everything, but they specifically said no filming.
No video.
You could take pictures without flash, but you could not take any video or pictures with flash. The London Royal Ballet was there practicing, and so we got to see them. And it's amazing how, just very impressive how strong they are. And we could have actually bought tickets and gone to a matinee today, or we could go another day. So we do have the opportunity to see a show there if we want to. We would just have to go back. I think it would be wonderful to see a show there. Right now they have it set up to see Cinderella. Mm-hmm. And honestly, that I would enjoy it, but that probably, if I could see any show, that probably wouldn't be my first choice.
No.
But I do think it would be wonderful.
We saw the Queen's box.
We did.
It wasn't as extravagant as when the Queen's there, but it was just, there for regular people right now.
Right. But they said, it was so interesting. They said that Albert is the one that had the idea. Mm-hmm. Victoria and Albert. Albert had the idea that he wanted to build this place for entertainment, for people to shine and for people to go and see entertainment in this certain place. So he died before this building was finished. But when they first opened up, I don't remember the number she gave, but she said there were like 1,200 tickets, seats sold.
Yeah, you could buy you could buy into the theater.
You could buy into the theater,
right.
Yes.
You buy a seat.
Right. And so that was way back when the building was first built. Those have been passed down from generation to generation. Mm-hmm. And so there are people today that still, there's like all those seats, they still can come to, I think she said like 60, bless you, like 60% of the shows for free.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And she said they do like 400 performances a year.
Yes.
She goes, and nobody goes to that many performances a year.
Right.
So what they can do is they can give them to family members or whatever, just give them away, or what they want to, they like.
I was going to tell about what the Queen does with hers.
Well, I was going to say just regular people,
okay.
though, the regular people, they can sell their tickets or give their tickets back to the Royal Albert Hall people, and then they can sell them for regular prices, so they get some money out of it.
They can, or they can give them. They can like friends, family.
Give them away, or they can give them back to the theater.
I wish I knew one of those people because I would love to be friends with one of those people. I'd be like, I will take your seats. But the royal family, what they do is they kind of hold like a lottery.
Yeah.
They put
if they're not going to go.
Right. If the Queen's not going to go, or whatever family, then they put their name like in a hat and they draw a lottery and they draw a name. And
Of people that work for the royal family.
Yeah, that work for the royal family. And if you get chosen, then you get to go.
For £4.50.
So, yeah, £4.50, and that way her box is not empty.
Yeah.
And they said her box is
It's
never
never empty.
empty, which is good. You don't want it to that spot to be wasted.
I think that's cool.
So it was
Nice tour.
Very informative. We got to, not only did we get to sit right down from the Queen's box, but then we got to go up to the highest point.
What's the gallery or whatever.
And then walk around. We got to see some like a private entertaining area that they have, a secondary entertaining area that most people don't even know that they had. They showed us Elton John's red piano.
The one that's used in the movie.
Yes.
That's out right now.
Yeah, so if you watch the movie with Elton John, that
red
red piano,
piano?
we saw that in person.
We saw it.
Could have touched it if we wanted to.
They it's neat though. They've got more than just the main stage venue. She said they have venues all over the place in that building. Like the one place we went, she said they'll do like small jazz things there. But then they've got other buildings where you might get people doing interpretive dance or reading plays or monologuing.
Reading poetry.
Reading poetry,
Yeah.
that's what I mean, or monologuing, or you got all kinds of people there doing different things.
Right.
I think that's cool.
Yeah.
That's really neat.
It was definitely, I feel like it was worth it.
No, that was cool. Yeah.
They did check my bag when I walked in the door. It was like walking into a courthouse in Kentucky.
He gave it just a quick glance to make sure she didn't have a danger.
Exactly, but they did want to look, and then when you walk in, they want to know, what are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
And we're like, we're here for a tour.
And they said, oh, just go pay
So
them.
they were fine with that, but they do ask you right when you walk in the door, why are you there?
Yeah.
So they just
security was pretty tight though for the show. People were coming in kind of getting ready for the show, and they were looking at everybody's bag, and they were making sure they had security on all the doors to make sure you had a ticket before you got in.
Right, very careful. But if you have the opportunity to go, you should go.
You do have to walk, and there is stairs, so just be aware.
Yeah, there was the one lady that bought a ticket, and she was breathing heavy when she walked in the door.
Yeah, I don't know how she expected to walk on a tour.
No, and we went up we went down a hall, and we had to stop for a while our tour guide was talking.
Yeah.
And I think the tour guide thought she was going to pass out.
She said, "Are you okay, dear?"
So the woman finally said, she said, "I'm just going to hold you all up, so I'm going to go wait out in the hall." There's no way she could have made it through, though. She's
the flight of stairs alone.
Yeah, she couldn't have made it up the flight of steps. But
they do have lifts.
They do have lifts. But you can take your ticket when you're at the end, and if they have a cafe there, and if you want to get anything from the cafe, you can get 50% off.
No, it was 10%.
Oh, really?
I thought it was
10%.
Maybe it was 50. I thought they said 10.
I have no idea. I was just assuming.
That's a big assumption. Pretty sure it was 10%.
Okay. You can get 10% off of your food or whatever.
False advertising.
Yeah. But we didn't get anything to eat there, but I thought it was worth it. So
they have a nice cafe. They had coffees and wine and all kinds of drinks and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
so
and some people just were in there just to eat. So you don't have to get a tour at all. You could go in there and just get something to eat. I don't know why you would do that, because I would want to see the place, because you're not going to see anything just going to get something to eat there. So, but then we went to it was raining when we came out. So we made our way to the Natural History Museum, and we didn't walk around everything because we've walked around most of it. We were just really there to see if anything had changed, and so we were there probably.
Yeah, they were supposed to do something to the moon, but I really didn't see anything. They had one little section that was like something with the moon, but that was it. So I'm sure we just missed it.
We were there for probably, an hour or so?
Yeah, probably an hour.
And then we went to eat. Kevin was hungry. I was getting hungry. We went to eat at a place called Hoop and Toy, and it's at Thurlow Place.
Real close to those museums.
It was so good.
It was very good. Very busy, though.
It was extremely busy. It could have been the time of day that we went.
Yeah, it was about 1:30ish.
Yeah, it could have been the time of day, but it was delicious. Kevin got fish and chips and peas, and I got a ham and cheese toasty and chips, and we both
ate everything but the peas.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. It was absolutely delicious.
It was very, very good.
It was wonderful, and so hopefully you watched that video where we showed you our food and everything. And then we left there and we went to the Victoria and Albert Museum. And I'm going to be honest, when we walked in there, I thought, I think I even said in the video, I've already done a video of this. I've shown it to you. So if you want to see it, you can go watch it. I'm not going to film that much. And then
an hour and a half later,
we go in and we went to the topmost floor, and we realized we've never been up here before. So it was a lot of glass and ceramics and
that whole floor was ceramics. Then the next floor down was glass.
And then we saw, they had all these models.
Architecture.
The room of models. I love looking at, I love maps. Maps and models, and I love like Google Earth and looking at street views, and I love stuff like that. So looking at these models with little cars and people, and you can see in their house. I've always liked doll houses and stuff like that. It was so awesome. And so I filmed it. So some of you will not be interested in that at all. You'll be bored to tears.
I tell you what, if you really like porcelain stuff though, and the painted porcelain stuff, you'll want to watch that video because there's tons of it. And we couldn't get it all.
No, I did a decent job, I hope, of capturing it, but I certainly didn't show everything, and there's no way you could have shown everything. It would be a mini series you would have to film to get all that. There's just no way. But it will give you an idea if you're, if you don't know what museums, if you're coming to London, if you don't know if it's going to be up your alley or not, this video will give you an idea of a part that they have. You still should go back and watch the old video I did a couple of years ago though, because that has some really cool stuff that we didn't even see today just because we had seen it all and we were just trying to see the new stuff. Like the furniture, all the antiques, the
see
clothes.
That section.
We just didn't go to that floor. But it is awesome to look at the big canopy beds, and yeah, it's awesome to look at this stuff. Victoria and Albert is by far our favorite museum in London, and it's absolutely free.
If you're into more of the Egyptian type stuff, you'd probably like the British Museum better.
Yes.
But if you like the more Roman, European kind of museum-y stuff, I think the Victoria and Albert is probably a better one.
I think it's just fantastic. It has a lot of everything, and it's just
it's neat.
It's just a combination.
And it's right there next to Natural History Museum, so you can do both.
You can hit them both in one day.
Within 5-minute walk.
Oh,
you're right there next to each other.
Yeah. And then one of the last things, we went to Harrods, and the only thing that I was interested in Harrods is going to the food part, because I'm not I don't spend a lot of money on clothes or purses or shoes or anything or makeup. A lot of it. I mean, like almost the whole floor is makeup.
The bottom floor.
Yeah, makeup.
The bottom floor is makeup and perfume and the food hall. It's almost all of it.
If you like that type of thing,
you'd be there for hours.
Yes, you would absolutely love it. I'm not into all that stuff. I want to just put it on and get out of the house or get out. I don't care about all that. So we were interested in the food, and it was crazy in there. I don't know if it was because it's a Friday after work or what, but there were people everywhere.
There were a lot of tourists in there, though.
Yes.
You could tell there was a lot of tourists there, and in there buying stuff.
It was loud. They have like this coffee bar. Was it a coffee bar or alcohol?
It was coffee.
It was coffee.
And it was
round.
Packed.
Yeah. It was full of people just
sitting there drinking coffee.
But it was really loud in there, and
they have sandwiches and
they have all kinds of stuff. But I tried to film that for you as best I could, but it was busy. But we only bought some potato chips. Believe it or not, out of that whole place, I bought potato chips. I bought 3 different kinds to review for you all. We're probably going to try to save all the chips until we get home, because Kevin really likes reviewing those with Andrew. He likes for Andrew to participate in those videos.
I like Andrew to fall in love with something, then know we can never get it again.
Especially if it's from someplace like Harrods.
Yeah.
So by that time, Kevin was dying of thirst.
I get so thirsty.
And we had passed a Sainsbury's, so we went back across the street and we bought a couple Cokes, and then we made our way back to the hotel. And so today I've gotten 15,586 steps. So it's
It
not
feels
as,
like twice as much.
so not as much as yesterday.
Feels like twice that much.
But tell about the weather.
The weather, of course, has been rainy off and on. Actually, it was rainy early,
But
and then
like,
it kind of quit.
Yeah, like right now, I'm looking out the window. It's sunny right now.
But
It's
supposed
really
to,
nice.
But it's 40% chance of rain even now.
Oh, is it?
So it's. I mean, it's.
Yeah.
You look at the weather map. It's there. It's just kind of spottier.
Right.
But it got up to.
It was nice.
63 today was the high, so that's really nice.
It felt really good.
Yeah.
Especially after it rained and we left Victoria and Albert. It was just a really nice temperature.
And the good thing is tomorrow, when we're going to be out in it, it's no rain at all on 64.
Oh, that's
so we'll
good.
see. We'll see how the prediction comes true tomorrow.
Yeah. So that's what we did on day 3. We had a lot of fun.
Worn out though. My hip and legs are just killing me.
Yeah, Kevin's hip's giving him some trouble.
I'm getting old.
but we didn't do anything today that I regret or that I didn't enjoy.
I enjoyed every bit of it.
Yeah.
I wish I could walk around better than I can, but you walk a lot.
Yeah, because people are just now getting off work and their night's just getting started out there.
Of course, they've been sitting in an office all day.
And we're in the hotel rooms. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and I can't wait to share with you what we're going to do tomorrow. Hopefully it all goes well.
Hopefully.
And we get to do what we have planned. It'll be a big surprise for you all. So I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you soon.